All right. Well, welcome everybody to our Friday live event. I love this. Don't be the same, be better, especially when we're coming upon a new year, right, Bob? We always want to improve. So I just love this image. So in this little quote. So thank you for joining us today. I really appreciate it. We got a lot of information that we're going to share today. We're going to start off with our holiday ugly sweaters. It's hard to say that they're ugly because really most of them were not. They're great. But we'll start off by showing everybody who participated in that contest and then our top 3 winners. And then we're going to go through some updates and things that are happening for 2023 and some new programs. So that's really exciting. And a new special, just a fun announcement at the very end that you're going to want to hang around for. So thanks again for joining us. Hi, Bob.
Hi.
I know you guys are getting some yucky, sleety weather out there today, so stay safe for sure. But let's start off. You guys remember these fun little images, Rock the Ugly Sweater? You guys did great. We had 28 total participants, not including, you'll see the 3 at the end. They couldn't win, but you'll see those at the end. But here's what they get to win. So first place gets $100 bucks, second place 50, and third place $25 bucks. So let's take a look. Here's our first 2. So we have Nancy Rodriguez there on the left and Mary Staples. Then we had Patrice Letty. Hold on here. Covering up my screen here. And Lorraine Chapman there on the right. And then we had Tamala Murdian and Allison Bors. You guys did such a great job. I also love seeing all your decor too in your pictures. Great job. And then Teresa Moss there on the left. And Beverly Pfeiffer. Keep losing my clicker. Then we have Cheryl Johnson. And I love that you got your family involved. This made it even more fun too. Melissa Miller or Santa. I guess he can be our family too. Then Nada Andros and Shelley Lindsley, number 11 and number 12. And then Jennifer Wood, number 13, number 14, Tracy Nitsky, and got her family involved. Marty Jackson's number 15 and Jim McDonald's number 16, hanging out there in the warehouse with Barry. Then we have number 17, Galen Garberding. It's actually her daughter, but that's okay. And then 18, Beth and Sana. Number 19, Mary Bouchard. And number 20, Rachel Elting. Cute little granddaughter there. Number 21, Kylie Franciscan. 22, Jacqueline Snell. 23, Tamara Conley. 24, Jody Zavala. Number 25, Lisa Malden. And 26, Shelley Browning. And then our final 2, number 27, Stephanie Reed, and 28, Amy Edwam. So thank you guys. You guys did a great job. So great to see that many people who participated and had fun. And I think you probably all saw that it probably helped your business, because I saw a post saying, I posted this and I got an order. Because again, you're just sharing how much fun you're having with this company. And it's contagious and people want to know what's going on. And so hopefully you got some extra sales out of it too, for marketing your business. All right, so are we ready to see who our number 3? Oh, I forgot about special call out here because these good guys couldn't play. But we have Mike and Billy, and of course Barry has his own little sweater. So I wanted to make sure, special shout out to these guys. And for all the great job they're doing with Barry, this, posting every day. That's been so much fun to see those. So big shout out to those guys for doing that back at the home office. All right, so third place with $25 bucks. Oh, there he is, Jim McDonald, third place winner for his $25 bucks. Congratulations, Jim. And then for second place for $50 bucks, oh, Lisa Malden. Congratulations to Lisa.
Great job.
Love it. And then our first place for that $100 bucks, drum roll please. See who that is? Oh, look at here. I just loved this one. Loved it. So congratulations to Jennifer Wood for earning that $100 bucks. So great job, everybody.
Great job.
Love seeing it. Makes the holiday so much fun. So thanks
So
for your participating and congratulations.
we had all the employees up. I brought all the employees up and a few people that were here in the building. And we all went in the conference room and I showed them all the photos 3 times. And they all had a piece of paper and they wrote down their 1s, 2s, and 3s. And Michael and I totaled them up and sent them off to Kim today. But it was so much fun. I went out to the warehouse and I said, okay, everybody in the conference room now. And they never heard me talk like that. And it was all like they were looking at each other going, what the hell did we do? And they came in and I go, okay, we're voting. And I had it on the big screen in the conference room. It was so much fun. They loved it.
Thought they were in trouble. Nope, just having fun. All right. So, we talked about, we're coming onto a new year and, there's some changes. Obviously, we always look at the previous year and see what's happening, and so much is happening, right, Bob? I mean, especially in your world as far as cost and price increases and all of these things, that all the not so fun things that come with running a business, but are real, obviously. So, we had to make some changes to accommodate different things like that. So one thing that Bob looked at was our shipping on retail orders. And the next was that buy 11, get 1 free promotion that he's been offering all the time for you, which normally, the promotion would just be once in a while, but this is something that he has generously kept on all year round for you guys to be able to take advantage of. But we had to make some changes. So let's take a look at what that's going to look like. So effective January 2023, the flat rate shipping will increase to $9.95 on retail orders only. So that flat rate is going to go up. And then the buy 11 is going to change from getting buy 11, get 1 free to buy 11, get 1 half off. So that makes it $11.74 candle, which is still a phenomenal price for you guys to make such a great profit. But Bob, do you want to talk a little bit as to why these changes came about?
Yeah, UPS, FedEx, they're going up 6.9% this year. Over the last 4 or 5 years, they went up 4.5, 4.8%. And then I go in and negotiate and threaten to move to UPS. And, so I'm able to wiggle room some of that away. We haven't raised our shipping price in many, many years. And I didn't want to raise shipping price again. We'll talk about retail in a second. So we decided with all the shipping that went up. So I said, let's just leave the shipping rate the way it is, but let's just increase the retail, because minimum on a retail is like $13 if somebody bought a jar, and they're paying $7.95. And then with the commission and everything to be paid out, it leaves very little money to the company. And we have to pay our bills too, and we have to give raises to all the employees and things like that. So we're trying to make it as simple as possible without raising the price of products. So then we decided, well, we don't want to raise price, but we don't want to take away the buy 11, get 1 free. And we looked at last year's numbers, and the accountant said, you can't be giving that much away along with your bonuses and your trips and everything. It's just, you're not increasing. And so we decided to do buy 11, get 1 half price. So we'll take half the burden and you'll take half the burden. And I'm sure it's going to work out well for everybody. So we didn't want to take the whole thing away. We're just going to do half, and we're going to leave it on, and we'll see how it all plays out. And by the second quarter of the year, we said that last year, we wanted to look quarter by quarter, and things were going up, but we just left it alone because you guys were bringing in business and the company's growing. And we just let it go. But we looked at the numbers a few weeks ago with the accountant. He said, you can't continue like this. You have to make a few changes. So we made as few as possible.
Love it. Keep this company healthy, Bob. Love it. All right. So new for 2023. So, we look at several things. We look back at the company and say, okay, what's happening? And, you guys, you definitely sellers, but we're seeing, you can only sell so much. We have to have new people selling, right? That's the only way that we're ever going to grow this company, is to have more new people selling, because you guys are selling your little hearts out. I mean,
oh my God,
question to that. So, we really wanted to focus 2023 on new people and you guys growing your business, growing your paychecks, and that's really the big focus for 2023. So we took a look at our enrollment offers and we took a look at our current programs and said, okay, what do we need to do differently for 2023 to support this and to support this growth of the company? So let's start with enrollment offers. So enrollment offers starting in January 2023. Here's just a quick, I like to break it down so you can see. So we have option one will be 135 Bella bucks for $99.95. And that's about 11 candles. You know, if we do a visual for it, that's what we could show is, you know, if they pay that $99.95, they're going to get in product value of about 11 candles. Option two would be the 65 Bella bucks for $59.95. That's about 5 candles when you look at it visually. Now, option three. Now, this is Bob's baby because, you know, he's been talking about, gosh, you know, he gets so many calls about, you know, where's my product? I ordered, I joined, where's my product? And they don't understand the whole Bella buck points thing, and they're not getting any product in their hands. And Bob, how many people do you talk to that call and they have all those Bella bucks sitting there and they don't even know what they're for or how they got them?
Exactly. You know, and I wanted to come up with something, and I talked to Charlie, and he threw in his 2 cents, and Kim threw her 3 cents in, and I threw my penny in. And I look back and I went, you know, I'm looking at this business and I'm with somebody and they're going to sponsor me. And I go, well, what do I need to do? I'm excited. I burned a candle. I love it. I think I can sell some. What do I need to do? Well, you need tools. You know, it's like Kim said to me before. And I said, she says, well, not everybody might want to use all the tools. And I go, well, you buy the tool bill and there's a screwdriver there. You might not need it today, but you will tomorrow. So you have it. So we wanted to have tools for people to go out there immediately and take control of their business. So in this pack, you have your 15 samples, different fragrances. You have your 6 jars, different fragrances. You have 100 mini melts that are a different fragrance. So now you have 25, what did we say? 15,
23.
21, 22 different fragrances that you're receiving. But you also have fundraiser packs. You have the trifolds for custom labels, and you also have the trifolds for join the team. And so you have everything you need there to get started. You have samples. The only thing you're missing are business cards and labels for the bottom of jars. And that you can buy at Staples, you can buy online at Mia Bella Printing, whatever. But the bottom line is this: it puts your new person in action mode. And we're going to have a welcome letter along with how to get started, getting started, 3-4 pages in there on what I do with these forms. Well, take this fundraiser and write down 5 people that you know that may have children that play soccer, baseball, basketball, the church, and pass those out with a sample attached. So there's 25 of your samples. There's 25 there. And then take the private label, and you have a lawyer or a banker or an insurance agent, and let them know that you're doing private label. Give them the gift of a sample with those. So see, it takes the new person and puts them in an action mode right away. And then they'll find their niche along the way, but they have all those tools the day they open up. What I'm hearing now is that I've got points and I could buy some jars, but what jars do I buy? What do I do? But I don't have anything else. And you can't use that money for sales aids because that money is part of commissionable volume, and that's the law. So it gives everybody, I'm so excited about this one. I wanted to take the other one away, but Kim made me keep the other one. I said, this is all people need to start their business.
I like options.
Well, this gives you all the options to go out there and immediately take action on your business. So I'm very excited about this.
Yeah, and when Bob's, we're putting this together too, the purpose is, and again, I want to clarify, what we did is we took, obviously those 15 samples are our top selling fragrances for spring. Those are our fundraising fragrances. Yeah. So you have those 15 fragrances, and then the 6 that you see on the side, we wanted to make sure they weren't those same fragrances, but these are our top selling fragrances with also showing you from each category. All right, so you've got something from each category, and you've got the look, and you've got top sellers. You know, I put clementine in there just because we don't know if it's a top seller. I know it's going to be, but you know, it's under that orchard collection because we wanted them to see all of the different labels and things that are coming their way, but they're top sellers. But just to be clear, you know, Mike, if he runs out of something, he can substitute. This is ideally what we want it to be, and we'll do everything we can to keep these things in stock so that these kits can be made like this. But for some reason, if say the mini melts, he runs out of the ginger lime, he will substitute it for something else, but it will be the same, equal or greater value. But this is, you know, ideally, this is what we want you to get are these 6 fragrances. And obviously, you know, when the seasons change, that's the plan, is when we change over to our fall winter, then the kit would be updated to fall winter to project those fragrances to have the, you know, represent what's happening fall winter versus the spring summer. So I think it's a great opportunity, great kit for you guys to offer, and really to kickstart your new year, right? Because that's what it's all about, is kickstarting your business. So that's your kickstart kit is what we're calling that for your product bundle. So look forward to that next year, next month. All right, so programs for January. I'm really excited about these. So we've had some fun putting these together, worked with some of the leaders on this, and Bob and Charlie and I have had several conversations about this, but you know, we really wanted to give you guys the tools to help your team get off and kickstart their business right away, which also kickstarts yours again, right? Who couldn't use a kickstart to their business, no matter whether you're new or not? So we're starting off with our new Kickstart program. So this is what this looks like. So for 2023, for any new distributor who joins your team, they are going to have a 6-month period. Now, what's a period? Some people, what is a period? Well, for us, you guys know that months, sometimes they're 28 days, sometimes they're 31 days, sometimes they're 30. So we have to refer to it as a pay period. Okay, that's what it is. So I'm going to give you the example of if I have a new person who joins my team in January, they have until the end of February, right? That following full month to earn this. Okay, so let's just look at it as we're starting in January. You got a new person who joined in January, and say they are just on fire and they promote all the way to gold by the end of February. They have the potential of earning $350 in cash as a bonus. Cash, okay, guys, $350. And then if it takes them a little longer, they can still earn money. It just goes down every month. So you can see if they promote to bronze, they can earn potentially $50, or if it takes them the full time, all the way down to $5. So you can see that for each title, whether it's bronze, silver, or gold, but they're cumulative. So if you earn all 3 of them, say you do bronze the first time, you get 50. Maybe you don't hit silver, you know, until the 4th period. Now you've got what, $90. And say you don't hit gold until the next one, then we'd add another $20 to it. Okay. So it's cumulative. It's not just you hit one and you get the highest one. It's if you can hit all 3 and you start there, that's great. So this is for new people joining, okay? But we didn't want to keep out our existing field. So if you are an existing distributor who hasn't currently hit one of these titles, okay? So say we have a distributor that's with us right now, but they're a distributor. They haven't really done any, they've just been selling. They haven't wanted to really build a team, but they're like, you know what? This is something that looks interesting to me. I'd love to earn a little extra cash and start building my team. Well, they too can come in here, but you guys have 6 months. Okay, this ends in June. So anybody who is currently a distributor with Mia Bella's by the end of December, this is their program. Okay, that means you're existing and you don't currently have a career paid as title of any of these titles or higher. Okay, you have never hit this title before, but you have the opportunity to earn that same amount of money as a new person by June, and it's cumulative as well. So if you're a brand new person, or not brand new, but you have a distributor, your title's distributor, you have the opportunity again to earn that $250 in cash if you were to earn it by the end of that month of January. Okay. So for you guys, it starts right away. You don't get that little grace period. This is January, you do this. February, you do this, you get this. Okay. So just want to let you know that. So we didn't want to keep any of you guys out from kickstarting your business. So that's up to gold, right? So that's what's going to happen for gold. But we also wanted to focus on really the building block of your business, our directors, right? Director is, the more directors you get, the higher your title gets. If you're a director, the more money you're going to make, right? Director is what unlocks that 10% on your level 1. 10%, guys. That is just, when you think about that, if you say you have someone on your team, maybe that's all they do are fundraisers. They have a fundraiser, $5,000 fundraiser. That's $500 in your pocket for doing nothing except for making sure that you're working with your directors and helping them grow their teams, right? So remember that 10% on your front line. That's huge, huge to you. And that's why we want to have as many directors as we can. So we want everybody to drive to be a director. So here's what this looks like. So for new directors, I want to make sure, very clear. This is for brand new, never been a director, okay? First time promotion to director. They are going to have 6 months to play in this bonus program, okay? So how it's going to work. Step 1, you promote to a new director. We're going to say that this is January, okay? We have somebody come in, now we know may not, but maybe you've got somebody who's a gold right now on your team. That's like, this is why we're telling you this now, right? I'm a gold distributor, and oh my gosh, if I promote in January, I can start earning all this, right? So this is what we're talking about. We're saying best case scenario, somebody promotes to a new director in January. They're going to earn $100. Okay, we're just going to talk about them right now. They earn $100. Next thing, step 2 is what I'm calling it, is get paid as a director anytime in your next 5 months, right? Whole 6-month period. So I get paid in January. If I get paid the next 5 months, which would be February, March, April, May, and June, any of those 5 months, all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, for each month, you would get another $100 bonus, okay? Step 3, sponsoring. If you, the new director, sponsors 5 more new distributors in that 5 months, remember February, March, April, May, or June, I don't care which month it is, it just has to, at the end, be 5 new distributors with one of the new $99.95 enrollment offers, you're going to get a $500 bonus. Now, if you just are a sponsoring machine and you do 10, you'll get another 500. So do you get to just every increment of 5, you would get another $500 bonus. So really, I put the potential bonus at 1,000, but really with sponsoring in there, it could be unlimited. But let's just say you hit the 5, that's what that 1,000 is based off. That's hit off, you promoted, every 5 months after that, you were paid as a director, and you sponsored 5 new people with that 99 enrollment offer. Your potential is a $1,000 bonus at the end of that 6 months. So how exciting is that? And now, you know, you look at the upline, because you're seeing these things for the upline. So you, the upline, when I say upline, all right, this person has to be in your front line. All right. It's not going to go up to the next upline. It's your immediate upline. And here's all the bonuses. You basically, in a nutshell, you can earn everything that person is earning as long as you mirror what they're doing, is the simplest way to put this. Okay. The minimum requirement for you, the upline, is that you have to be paid as a director or above each one of those months. And you have to have a minimum of 5 new sponsors in that time period, those 5 months, with that $99.95 offer. Now, if that new person does 10, you have to do 10 to get that bonus. Okay? That's why I say mirroring it. If you want to get everything that new director is getting, you have to mirror what they're doing. And the minimum is you have to be paid as a director or above each one of those months to unlock any of those bonuses for you. And you have to have 5, minimum of 5 to unlock any of those bonuses. Okay, make sure you understand that. You, the upline, to qualify for any of these bonuses, you have to be paid as a director every one of those months, and you have to have 5 minimum new sponsors with that $99.95 enrollment offer. Okay, and so here's just a little visual to show you so you can see it more. Again, this is based off WBC. I promote in March. And so it breaks it down. April, May, June, July, August. Sponsored 5 new distributors. There's my $500 bonus. Total bonus, $1,000. So, and guys know this is a brand new program, and why we did this early too, one, to get you guys, get your team excited, start working on it. You know, we've got 2 weeks before we're into the new year. But if you're seeing things that you're like, I'm still not clear on this, email me, okay? It's kim.geringer@scent-team.com. Just email me any things that you're like, I just need some clarification on this. Yeah.
We're going to have all these documents in the Bill of Builders page, correct?
Yes.
So they can print them out.
But I don't like to put it. Yes, but I don't want to put this out until I have all their questions fleshed out. That's why I'm doing it early.
Yeah.
So if you see, because I'd like to have like just a FAQ document with it too, so that we're answering everybody's questions before it actually goes live. I want everybody to make sure they understand, make sure I'm being clear, that I'm not confusing people. I know I had a few questions from the leaders this morning that we probably could still clarify a little bit more. So, but high level, this is the program, you know, and I may need, again, to just put some little more fine-tuned terms into it. But overall, this is what we want it to be. It's about directors, you know, it's about rewarding people for promoting to a new director and rewarding that upline for working with those new directors and building this team. And can you imagine what this company is going to look like this time next year with this program if you guys run with it? I mean, it's all up to you. It's all up to you guys what you do with this program. But this is a phenomenal amount of money, and there's no cap on how much an upline can earn. If you had 10 new directors this year and they all do that $1,000 and you met the requirements, there's 10 grand in your pocket at the end of this time frame. So, you know, you got to look deep in this, guys, because there's a lot of money that we don't want any of you leaving on the table. That everyone has the opportunity to earn this. Everybody can do this. So I'm excited about it. I'm very excited that Bob and Charlie, you know, are on board with this, because we've gone through so many. You know, we had a call with the leaders the other day, and they're probably looking at, this isn't what we talked about. You're right. I changed it because the focus needs to be on directors and the people who help them get to director. That's what this focus is about. And in the long run, everything, you know, everyone's going to win who's playing in this programs. So you start them with the jump start that gets new people in and excited, and your existing people, and then we move them on to drive to be that director. That's what it's all about in 2023. So I hope that you guys are excited about this. And again, just email me any questions, any clarifications that you think I need to put on this. I would love to hear from you guys on this. All right. Well, Charlie, this is about you. Believe in your own magic. You guys may have been seeing some of the posts that Charlie's been putting out there. And I said, this post kind of speaks to me, Charlie, about what you've been talking about. So I love this. Believe in your own magic. So Charlie, you've been working on this actually for a while now, a new Facebook group, Mia Bella Magic is what we're calling it. And, you know, I love this is the Facebook cover. Think it, want it, get it, right? So do you want to talk a little bit about this group and how they could be potentially invited to this group in the near future?
Sure. Can you hear me? Am I coming through?
Yep. We can't see you. Drop your chair.
Oh, why that is. Let me double check here.
I can see your neck.
You just got to move your camera. There we see you. You just got to sit back a little bit. We can see you. There you go.
Well, we talked about, Bob and I, over the years in our industry, most of the people we know that are top leaders have a secret. They know something was shared to them by another leader. And luckily for Bob and I, it was shared to us very early in our careers. You know, Bob and I come from blue collar backgrounds. We're not highly educated people. Neither one went to college. Bobby barely finished high school. And, you know, that doesn't mean anything in this industry. That's what's so great about network marketing is anybody can earn CEO type of incomes actually in a part-time business in this industry. And that's what fascinated Bob and I. It was our first chance ever to change our lives in a significant way. Nothing else was ever going to be given to Bob and I for the rest of our lives if we did not take that chance in 1980s to get involved in this industry. Bob and I are hard workers. We've always been hard workers. But what we found was when we started learning this industry, we were lucky enough to meet mentors. And the mentor said to us one day, you know, you guys are hard workers, but hard workers will never change your life. Hard work won't change your life. Hard work is just something you'll do till you get tired of doing it. You need to learn to think hard. Well, that made no sense to us whatsoever. And they gave us a series of little things to start doing, books to read, people to listen to, things to write down. And what they did was they literally changed the inside of our brains, our minds, not our brains, our minds. And what we found was by changing the way you think, you change the way the world around you starts to work. And it's almost, it's magic. It seems like magic. It is magic. And it's not scientifically explainable, but it's there. It exists. And so over the years, Bob and I have gotten better at it. We've utilized it to do magical things. I tell people, I highly doubt Bob and I would be in this business today had we not taken advantage of these magical principles. We're hard workers, and had we worked hard our entire life to get the type of money we have, I don't think we would have ever gotten that money, because you just can't work that hard for the kind of money that we earn in this industry. So we were lucky that people shared the information to us about how to create a larger than life income with a whole lot less work. And so we decided that it's time to put together a little package, a little program for those people who want residual income. They used to call it mailbox money, but now it's electronic. And Bob and I, in early days, we had to walk to our mailbox to get that walk away income check that we got every month. It was a check that came to us. If we were sick that month, we still got that check. If something bad happened to us, we got that check. And guess what? They could never lay us off, and they could never fire us. We still got that check. If we wanted to goof off for 60 days, go somewhere, that check was in that mailbox. Today, it's shipped right to you. So we're talking mailbox money. That's how we refer to it in the old days. That's how I like to think about it. Money that shows up whether you showed up or not. But in order to get that money, you have to show up originally. And the way you show up is you continue to do the things you do. In other words, we all have things we do physically to create income. We do booths, we do retail, we do home parties, we talk to people, we recruit people, we do fundraising. These are all what I call actual physical things you do to create income. And that's called work. But you know, a wise man once told us that work will never make you rich. Work will just make you money. If you want a lifestyle based on financial freedom, where there's more money at the end of the month, more time at the end of the month, more fun at the end of the month, more of everything, anything you ever wanted, then there's a program that you can do that will help make those changes. It's a provable program. Bobby and I have been using it. I gave Kim one small piece of that program. She used it, and in 24 hours, it worked for her. This program works. Now, I want to be very clear that this site is not here to, we're not going on this site to teach you how to build your income in a physical way. We're not going to talk about building your business through home parties. We're not going to be talking about how to recruit people. Those things are being done on your Bill of Builder site. They're being done on these calls. They're being done by your upline. This site is going to explore parts of your world that are inside your mind that you've never explored before. And once you catch on to what this site is all about, if you do the things that we talk about in here, trust me, your life will change. It will change in such a way that it reminds me of a book I read years ago called U Squared. And in that book, that book opened up Bob and I's minds and our eyes to the concept that when this stuff clicks, in your head, money will flow in at a level that never flowed before. Money that you can't conceive how you could get that kind of money, how it will flow into your life. It will flow in very large sums. And you cannot figure a way that you can work, you cannot physically work for that kind of money to flow in. And so I call it a U squared principle. We're going to teach you to work inside your head along with doing all the things you're currently doing, but we're going to give you an extra part, which is magic. And it's available to any human being on this planet. So if you really want to take your life, your lifestyle to a level that, to Bobby and I, we call it fairy tale, man. I mean, it's like a dream life. No worries. You have no financial worries. You live in the house you want to live in, and you live in the neighborhood you want to live in. Bob and I took one young man who was basically, his goal in this industry was to make an extra $500 a month because he wanted to get his kid into a school district area that had less crime. He was in the Atlanta area. And Bob, myself, and another friend of ours, Bob, who was a mastermind at this, another Bob duplicated Bob, if you get that. The three of us took this young man, Jerry, and taught him these principles. And I can tell you that within 2 years, Jerry was earning more money in a month than the average individual earns in a year at a job. It completely changed his life. Now, nothing he did physically changed his life. He did what everybody else did, and he made good money doing his retailing and building his business. But the things we gave him inside his head that changed his world, changed it dramatically because U squared clicked in. So that's what the site's all about. I'm excited to get back involved in it. I've been kind of like laid off for a while here because I do things differently.
She's coming over. Okay.
So that's what it is. So if you want to learn this type of system, come over to our site and we'll get started to work on it.
So Charlie, how
Yes.
do you want to handle this? I mean, obviously we want them to be part of this group because they understand that they want to learn more about exactly just what you talked about. Now, we can share, I mean, the group is set up, it's a private group. Do you want me to send out the link and then they ask to join? Or do you want you want them to send an email in saying, I'm interested in this, and then we send them the link? How do you want to do that?
Let's do it for the first one, just ask to join and then we'll bring them in. The easiest way to say this is going to work amazingly for some of you. It's a series of situations that you will work on probably for the rest of your life. So you have to very seriously want more out of your life to be involved in this. So a lot of people will come out of curiosity, but a lot of people will not stick because it takes some mental effort. It takes some time, not a lot of time. I mostly spend about a half an hour a day on this to this day. Bob and I still utilize these concepts. We still work on them. So as I've always said to people, this will be an amazing world-changing event for some of you.
Okay. So we will get that out to you guys in this. We'll actually send it in the email when I send this recording out, and then you can request to join it. And next year we're going to hit it strong because I know Charlie's been putting so much work into this, and I'm really excited to see what happens with this. So thank you so much for doing this, Charlie. I appreciate it. All right, spring, summer fundraising. Now we're on to some updates. So next week, we're hoping Monday, but I don't want to say Monday. Michael's always like, don't tell them until it's in-house, which I trust because they're having some bad weather back there and things like that. So they will be here next week. We just don't know exactly what day. So we have that, the brochures for the 2023 fundraising, that will be $12.95 for a pack of 25. And then we also will have the sampler sets. So the 2023 spring summer fundraising sampler sets for $17.95 will be available all through your back office. And I'll also have the flyer is done. So what I'll do is I'll set up a different album in our Bella Builder group that is just 2023 spring summer fundraising, and I'll put an image of each one of the candles, and I'll put these images in there, and then I'll also put the flyers in there for you as well, and then have the flyer under files for you. Okay, so you guys can get off and running for January with your fundraisers. And limited editions, I just wanted to remind you that we're getting lower on our sweet champagne here with the new beginning candle that we made available this month. So make sure if you want these for the new year, for your holiday gifts, that you get them before they're gone. So those are still available. And then available today, you saw Love is in the Air with our Valentine's candle. So we have our returning chocolate dipped strawberries with the cute little puppy dog I love you label available, along with our brand new Sweet Tarts fragrance. are available, not just in the 16 ounce, but also in melts that went online today in your back office and your personal website. So take advantage of getting those now. And then our fragrance of the month. I know you guys have been waiting for this one. So now I got to see what I did with my printed piece of paper. I think I lost it because I did all that fun thing with you guys to try and give you some history about the fragrance. And I can't find it, but that's
You
okay.
find it, Kim, and I'll
share it with
talk.
you guys
I'll
later.
talk for a second. You go find it. So
Okay.
the number
All
one
right.
selling fundraising candle for fall and winter. Some of you have guessed Jody was packing up one of our fundraisers and asked the question, the number one seller, and somebody guessed it right. So stress no more. So the whole country's stressed.
Yeah.
But nobody at Via Bella is
What's that
stressed.
saying?
So we need to find these stressed people and share the opportunity and the camaraderie that we have. Number one seller, fall, winter. You've got Christmas, you've got pumpkin, and stress no more. Number one seller by more than 1,000 jars. So number two seller, cinnamon vanilla. Number three was Home for Christmas. Number four was hot apple pie, which is one of my favorites. And number five was Christmas pie. I just did the top 5 out of the 15. And 1,000 jars more in Stress No More. So there's a lot of stressed people that they don't even know we're going to knock on their door real soon. We're going to take all that stress away. So hopefully you found your document, Kim.
I did. Thank you. You gave me just enough time. It fell off my printer. So, all right. So for January 2023, so I'm going to read you the description. So the subtle, balmy, and spicy flower with undertones of clove symbolizes fascination, love, and passion, and an undoubtedly divine fragrance. With top notes of lemon, jasmine, and wild hyacinth, middle notes of clove leaf, carnation blue, and cyclamen, and then bottom notes of rose, eucalyptus, and golden sandalwood. And what I love about this fragrance is it's January's birth flower, carnations. So here it is. And this has our brand new label for our floral collection. So you guys remember from Fling, we talked about categorizing. So our florals, any new florals moving forward, and any florals that we run out of the current labels will be transitioned into this label. So you can see it's beautiful, clean, clear. The only thing that would really change is the name, and then we'll have a little image of whatever that flower is. Like you could see the little small bouquet of carnations on there. So this is one of my favorite ones that I've done so far. I love it. I love how simple it is, but it's to me, I hope you guys love it, because this one meant a lot to me, because it a lot of changes and design changes, and it took a lot to get here. So I hope that you really enjoy this and that your customers love it. And I just wanted to share some little things about carnations, because I think sometimes people think, oh, carnations, they're flower for funerals and things like that. And they really are making a comeback. If you look at the trends and things, carnations are making a comeback. So they initially, I don't know if you guys knew this, but carnations are the flowers of the gods. The scientific name for carnations, and it's called Dianthus caerulus. That's quite the word. But in Greek, Dios means Zeus or God, and anthos means flower. So the literal translation is flower of the gods or heavenly flower. So either way, we can all agree that carnations are undoubtedly divine, hence the fragrance description. And then they also have a very rich history. As you may have guessed with what I just told you, considering they're dubbed as the flower of the gods, carnations were revered in ancient Greece. And the same is true for ancient Romans. These two cultures were the first to cultivate the flower over 2,000 years ago, making it one of the oldest cultivated flowers in the world. They also wore carnations as ceremonial garlands and used them as decorations in many coronations, hence where the name carnation comes from. And then heaps of symbolisms around this flower, but carnation flowers also have a ton of symbolisms and meaning. In Christian lore, it was said that carnations sprouted from the ground where the Virgin Mary's tears landed as she watched Jesus carry the cross, forever associating the flower with motherly love. And a rich red carnation, which you see the color of this wax, symbolizes deep love and affection. It is said that the deep red petals of red carnation represent a beating heart that is filled with love too. So there's just some little quick facts around carnations, our January fragrance of the month and the January birth flower. So I hope that you guys will enjoy this. I love it. So that's our fragrance of the month. And then this is a fun one, Bob. This is where when he says that, you know, it's me and Tom on the West Coast, it really is, because I run a bunch of stuff off my husband. You know, he's very involved, you know, and he loves all you guys. He loves going on these trips with you guys and getting to know you. And we were talking about the trip, and I said, oh, you know, everyone's doing so great. You know, I think we have 24, I think, people who've earned it, you know, right on track for what we did last year, even though it was harder to earn this year, really. And, you know, so many people going to Jamaica, so many new people going to Jamaica. That was really exciting, Bob. We're seeing a lot of first timers and first time Mia Bella people who have been with Mia Bellas for years. This is their first trip that they're earning it. Kathy Mahady just earned it today. I think I was able to look at her stuff. This is her first trip with Mia Bellas. And Allison Boers, Chelsea has been with Mia Bellas a while. So it's like so exciting to not just see that, but then see brand new people, like people who have been less than a year, less than 6 months, that are earning this trip. So really exciting, lots of excitement about this trip to Jamaica. But, you know, he was saying, well, how many people have earned it? And it's like 23, 24. Well, they all earned it for 2. And I said, no, not all of them. You know, we probably have 11 or 12 that haven't, you know, earned it, or for their guests, and several people that are right on the cusp of earning it for themselves. So he's like, well, you know, wouldn't it be great, you know, for those people who haven't earned their guest yet, to maybe give them another 30 days to earn that guest? I mean, because it makes it so much more fun. And he knows, he's seen all the spouses and significant others that have gone on these trips, that once you go on one trip, you never want to miss another one. So I love where his heart was on this, because he really was, you know, I want to get these significant others on this trip. So Bob has generously agreed to offer those of you who earn this trip for one. Okay, I'm talking to those of you who have earned your trip for one or will earn it by the end of this month. Okay, you've earned that trip for one, but not your guest yet. We're going to give you an additional 30 days to earn that guest. Okay, and here's how you can do that. Mary, I'm talking to you because you're one of them. This is showing on my screen. So same thing based off your sales, right? You have to earn that 15,000. So right now, if you've earned it for one, you have at least 10, right? So you've got to hit that 15,000 by the end of January. You can earn that obviously with your sales. You can also sponsor. You'll get 150 for any new sponsor that you get in the month of January. And a meeting. If you host your own opportunity meeting, okay, here's some new parameters around this, and you haven't done it before, let me make it very clear. You haven't already earned these 500, okay, in the past 6 months. This is your first time either being part of a meeting, but you have to host your own opportunity meeting in the month of January with a minimum 5 in attendance, not including yourself, okay? You plus 5, and at least 3 of them need to be guests, right? These are opportunity meetings that you want to share this with new people. It's great if your team wants to come. That's fantastic. And your team brings guests. Fantastic. But for you personally, you need to have 5 people out there with 3 of them. And I'm going to require a photo with proof that you guys are all there. Okay.
Kim,
that's the way that you can earn your guest. Yep, Bob?
Yep, the meeting should be open to everybody so we can post it.
Absolutely.
And you may have somebody in Colorado who you know, and there's a meeting going on there. Maybe you want to send them to the meeting, and they'll go and say that they were sent by Bob or whoever. And so we'll have the meetings open. And you know what? I'm available to go on these calls too, or these meetings. I'll jump in for a couple minutes.
Yep. And two, I'll post, remember we had those steps of what you need to do to qualify, because you need to, you need to get your invitation ready. You need to have an email ready that I can send out to everybody on your behalf. So you still need to follow all those steps. It's just new requirements that it's not just attend a meeting, you have to actually host the opportunity meeting, and adding that there is a minimum attendance and 3 of those have to be guests, and that we do have to have that photo, but the photo was there anyway, too. But so I love that you're doing this. I love that it gives people the opportunity to earn a guest, and it's not earning any additional money. It's just your guest. Okay, so if you go crazy and have a fantastic fundraiser in January that takes you to 20,000, we're not going to give cash. We're just allowing you 30 additional days to earn your guest, that hotel stay for 2. Okay, I want to be very clear on that. The only people playing on this, you have to earn this trip by the end of this month. You have to have earned it, and then you have the additional 30 days to earn a guest if you've only earned it for 1 so far. Okay.
Great job, Tom.
So
Great job,
very
Tom.
generous. Yep, he's very sick today, so he's
Oh,
on the
boy.
couch. He actually called out of work, which never happens. So he's in another room. But no, I love that. Love this idea. Love that we're able to support it and give you guys the opportunity 1 more month to earn that guest if you really do want to have somebody to bring along with you.
So when
Great
Tom
news.
said to you, Kim, I have an idea, and you said, okay, let's hear it. What did he say? He said, I know a guy and I got his number.
Pretty much.
I think
He
we
knows
can
a
make
guy.
this
That's
happen.
right. I know he said I was a harder sell than you were, because I'm always like, well, we gotta think about this, we gotta think about this, we gotta think about this.
Put a little makeup.
What's that?
No, there was somebody was unmuted.
Oh.
Yeah, great
but I
idea.
love
Gives
that.
everybody a chance to come and join us on the trip. A little more work to do. Roll up your sleeves.
Yep, we still have half the
Roll up
month
our
for you guys
sleeves
to
every
still finish
day.
earning it. Yep. I know there's a lot of people that are very close to earning this. So you have till the end of the month to earn that. And then again, those of you who just earned for 1 so far, you have another 30 days to earn that for 2.
You know,
And I just always like to remind you of the calendar, because we have all of these dates happening for the holidays, Bob. So we don't want to let people forget about your guys' closures. We want everybody to have the opportunity to enjoy their holiday. So just a quick reminder about, we have this calendar out there for you that have all of the scheduled out, closures and things of that nature. So great. Anything else that you wanted to add, Bob, before we wrap it up today?
well, somebody said to Charlie and I once, it's not true what they say. It's not lonely at the top. So it'll be a lot of fun in this trip. So those of you that haven't earned it yet or are real close, get out there, roll up your sleeves and come and join us. I'm sure we're going to have a very good time in Jamaica. No, all we want to say is on behalf of Charlie, I don't know if he's still muted. I don't see him there anymore. On behalf of the whole team here, they work super hard to make sure we get your product on time, and you all know that. And we're grateful for your business. We really are. It's been an incredible year. And even with price increases and all the stuff going on around us, I hear people complaining all the time. Charlie and I never complain. We just move forward and make sure that we get the product for you at the right price so that you can put cash in your pocket every day and the company grows. That's really important, that the company keeps growing. And so we've had a blessed year. We're excited about it. We're very excited about 2023 and all the things that Kim put together here. Great job, Kim, on this as usual. And this new sign-up package, I'm in love with it. I don't know about you guys, but I'm in love with it. And that's all I'm talking about. And so we want to give tools to everybody to kickstart their business in the new year. So have a blessed, safe holiday wherever you're at. Please be careful out there. And we'll see you in the new year, if not sooner, maybe.
Happy holidays.